One of the biggest fans of the Blues is a guy who has nothing to do with hockey and who's never lived in St. Louis. He is one of 35 people in history to have won a Super Bowl as a head coach, though. My conversation with Jon Gruden is tonight's Sunday Conversation. It's one thing to be beloved in a town where you won a Super Bowl, which you did, but it's another to be beloved in a town that you didn't. I mean, what's it like having St. Louis love you? You've never won a game here.
I love St. Louis. No matter what happens, I love St. Louis. I'm a big Tony La Russa guy, and Dick Vermeil, two of my best friends, have won big here in St. Louis. And my coaching career started right here in Cape Girardeau, and I've always been a Cardinal fan.
So some are familiar with the story, with your connection with the Blues, but how did it all evolve?
Well, I got fired from coaching football, so I started taking an interest in hockey. And I was getting these boxes for Barstool, my new employer. And we're opening these boxes. Most of them are college boxes. And all of a sudden, there's a St. Louis Blues box there. And my assistant, Jake Malisak, is a huge hockey guy. He goes, "You got to open this box. The Blues are down 2-0 to Winnipeg." So I kind of took that personal. And then I started thinking about St. Louis and, the memories that I have here. So I just started speaking from the heart, man. And next thing I know, I get a call from the Blues, and they said, "You need to come down for a game." I said, "I would absolutely love that." So I sat up here with Chris Pronger, and I raised hell with the Blues fans, and it was one of the most exciting times of my life, honestly.
And did Coach have you at all chat with the team?
I got to meet the players after the game.
Okay.
It's the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big series, and they were down, and they're coming back. So I didn't go in there before the game to see the players. I did get to sit with Coach Montgomery and his staff before the game. And then after the game, they were very nice and let me come in there, and I'm hanging out with Shin and Bennington and all my favorite Blues players. It was awesome.
Which one of those guys could have played football for you?
All of them. They're badasses. These guys are tough guys, man. They're physical. They're in great shape. And their lower bodies, man, these guys are really strong, man, and they can change directions. I love the quickness, the explosiveness that these guys play with. It just gets into your bones, into your blood. You become even more of a fan. I mean, I'm really excited about the draft. I'm excited about the relationships that I'm starting to make with the players, with the team, and with the fans. And I might buy season tickets if there's any left.
Let me go back in time. People magazine once named you one of the 50 most beautiful people in the world. How often did you bring that up with your players and your wife, for that matter?
Oh, not my wife. I brought it up with the players every day. I used to tell the players I wasn't in the top 50. I was in the top 12, you see, because they had some ugly looking guys in that edition. But I had a lot of fun with that. Unfortunately, I've fallen on hard times since.
How do you remember the Rams at the Dome and that atmosphere and the crowd? Because Stan Kroenke didn't think we were a good football town.
Well, I remember always coming here and having a fist fight. It was a loud crowd, passionate fan base. I'm not going to get into the NFL and what the people think in an ownership level, but this is a great sports town. There's a big difference too between good and great. This is a great sports town.
You knew Kurt Warner before he was Kurt Warner, and what did you think first impression?
Well, my brother played quarterback in the Arena Football League, and Kurt played for the Iowa Barnstormers, and they competed. And then we got Kurt Warner when I was a receiver coach of the Green Bay Packers back in 1992 or 1993. And Warner was very quiet, shy. He didn't even want to take some of the reps. He'd come and throw the receivers passes in my drills, and I ended up throwing the ball to the receivers. I think he knew he wasn't going to make the team. We had Ty Detmer, we had Mark Brunell, we had Brett Favre. He probably was just anxious to get back to Iowa and play arena football the way I saw it.
So did you ever think when you were at SEMO, making $15,000 a year, that one day you'd win a Super Bowl?
No, I just wanted to be a good quarterback coach. That was my goal. I wanted to try to keep improving every year as a quarterback coach, but I never thought things would happen so fast. It's been a great life. It's been a lot of fun. And to have this chapter now involve hockey, hell, I just coached the Tampa Bay Beer League hockey team. I just got my first win as a hockey coach. I'm excited about the future. Who knows what it brings?
How would you want one of your players to describe what it was like to play for Jon Gruden?
I'd just like him to say it was fair. He was fair, he was prepared, and he was passionate about it. You know, it was us against the world the way I saw it. I wanted our guys to compete, and I would do whatever I felt we had to do to win that particular game.